What's up everyone, how you all doing? BlueNerd here and welcome back my friends to another Minecraft time-lapse. Today guys, we are back in our Japanese world where we previously built the Japanese temple. And today I wanted to focus on building a little village here just behind the back of the temple. If you look carefully you can just about make out the top of the back of the temple just behind the trees there. So we're just behind there, and this I felt was a really cool location, and it's right on the seafront as well, so it just felt like a really nice location to build on. So first of all guys, I went ahead, I cleared out all the area, smoothed off some of the terrain and kind of smoothed a little pathway into the edge of the right hand side of the hill there, and we will be putting in a pathway there a little bit later on, but for now I just wanted to get a sort of area ready that I could lead a pathway from the temple all the way round into the village. Now first of all guys, I went ahead and laid out some plans, and again with plans guys, when you're laying down them, just make them sort of basic plans. They haven't got to be perfect and you haven't got to stick to these plans, they're just kind of a rough guide for getting started. Now the first thing I went ahead and done was build a panda sanctuary. Now I wanted the village to be focused around the panda sanctuary because that's what the kind of Japanese village is kind of more or less going to be focused about on this little village. Now here guys, I went with a design that was very similar to Germsy Boy's Panda Sanctuary in his survival series, and I really like the style that he went with. This one is different, but it's just got a similar kind of style, similar colours, and I think it just works really well. The spruce wood with the dark prismarine just works so well, with the highlight of the white in there from the bone blocks just looks so nice. So as you can see guys, we didn't go too crazy with the panda sanctuary. We just put in a bunch of the bamboo, a little pond, and just kind of made it look a little bit pretty with a few flowers and stuff, just to make it look nice inside. Once we've done that, I worked on a house on the outside that is attached onto the side of the panda sanctuary. Once I've done that, it was time to start working on some diagonal houses. Now I've really been trying to practice hard on these sort of diagonal houses because I've never been that great with them, and I think I'm starting to get an idea with them now. I'm starting to get better with diagonal houses, and I think this area here really flowed together nicely because we sectioned two diagonal houses sort of curved from the corner of the panda sanctuary, and it just looks so nice when it was finished. It really kind of fit well together. Now guys, let me just tell you as well, this village really took me so much time to get right. I built this village about 5 times because every time I built it I wasn't happy with it. So I'm very much perfectionist if you like with my builds. So when I'm building it, if I don't like it I won't post it. So I built this one, it was 4 or 5 times, and this one I was finally happy with. The layout and the style was what I was kind of looking for in the first one, but it just didn't kind of go to plan. Anyway, so at the front here guys, I built a little blacksmith on the right hand side and then just a little house to the left hand side here. Now the little blacksmith here, I really liked the way this one fit in, and we added a little second floor. Now I only wanted to keep this village very small, so this is the only build that I've really done with 2 floors in it. I only wanted to keep everything sort of fairly low down because it's like quite a peaceful little village, you know. It's very calm, very relaxing, you know, blending in with the sort of the temple and stuff, so I wanted to keep it very sort of small. Over here we're adding in another little house into the hill just at the back of the blacksmith, and for this one I just went with a basic roof. I tried to vary up the roofs as much as I can. I wanted a bunch of different roofs, but again I didn't want nothing peaking too high into the air, so I wanted fairly low roofs but like different styles. So I've tried to kind of, you know, switch it up between all of the roofs. Again here guys, we're adding in another build, and these ones are all very close. It's like a little clutter of houses, and I think it looks really cool when you're building sort of houses or villages and stuff like that. It's nice when you put like a clump of houses together and then have a little bit of space, have another little cluster of houses, you know, and kind of work your town around little clusters of houses, you know. It really works well. Now again guys, I went with a very similar theme with everything else. Again, just trying to slightly alternate the style of the roof. Not drastically, just slightly. So, you know, like I said, every house has got a very slightly different roof. And I think the village worked really well. The layout that we was going for here started to really come together at this point, and I was really happy with how it was looking. So I've added in most of like little bits and bobs, but I add in all of the main details right at the end. I think it's a good idea sometimes to get your houses and that all put in place, and then you can start working from that. So once I got most of the houses in place, and then I sort of said to myself, right, now I know exactly where the paths are going to go. So from here I worked my paths all in and decided exactly where they were going to be. And then I decided we had a little bit too much white, so I changed one or two of the buildings to just have a little bit more of the spruce planks into it, just to switch it up a little bit, and I think it really made a good difference. It really sort of blended down the contrast of all of the white and just made it look a little bit more sort of old, you know, a little bit more old town style. Now, once I finished that, guys, we had a couple of little houses over here on the front, which I wanted to have like a kind of little fishing house, you know, like a little fishing dock right at the front here. So I got in a little kind of, not really a dock, more of just a platform for fishing on. And then I went with a basic kind of L-shaped house, but quite a long one. So I made a few entrances on it and sort of added in, first of all I started with the stripped birch. I thought I might be able to bring in a different colour from the bone block, but I weren't happy with it, so I did switch it back to the bone block. Then I tried to switch up some of the roofs. I thought I'd go with the spruce planks, which I do think looked really nice, but I don't think it blended with the village. It looked like it was completely separate, so it really didn't look right. So I decided to go ahead, get out the old brush and just change all of that roof out for the dark prismarine so that it matched with everything else, because this one, it just felt slightly out of place, so I wasn't happy with it. So as you can see, we're using the one of the replace tools there just to change everything over and make it dark prismarine, and I think it just looks so much better now. And there you go, guys. As you can see, that turned out to quite a nice little house on the docks there, and you know, I thought for a little fishing docks it was nice and simple, but it fitted right on that docks on the corner there, really nice. Now again here, guys, we're going in, adding in a little bit of a different house here. This was going to be a straight house on one part and a diagonal off to the side. So as you can see, it sort of curves over to the corner here. And I really like the way that this one kind of sat on the corner here. I think it fitted perfect, and there was a perfect spot there to add in a little flower pot on the corner. Now once I got that all in place, guys, that was most of the houses all in place, and I wanted to go ahead and add in a little few flower pots and things like that just to finish off the village. And guys, this is more or less the end of the video. Now there is going to be a sort of little cinematic to see all of the build at the end of it. So if you guys could let me know in the comments if you would like to see me expand on this village, let me know, because I would love to expand on this, or even build another Japanese village on the other side of the temple that we built. You know, we could have just a couple of small little villages. I'd love to know what you guys think, because I really enjoyed doing this time lapse, even though it did take me a very long time to get it right, but it worked out in the end. So guys, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more time lapses like this, or if you have another idea for another time lapse, be sure to let me know in the comments, guys. But for now, I think we're going to wrap it up just there. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like button, and if you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing. Just don't forget to hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. But for now, this is BlueNerd signing out, and I will catch you guys in the next one.